Hi everybody. Today I want to discuss some of the signs the medication is began to stop working or is needs to be changed. Aside from the obvious signs. Now, we've discussed this multiple times. My son Corey has schizoaffective disorder. It's a combination of schizophrenia and a mood disorder, bipolar mood disorder. And he's more manic type. So this is going to apply to those of you that have schizophrenic loved ones, schizoaffective loved ones, or bipolar loved ones. And you may be sitting there looking at me going, really? I know when the medication's going off because they're flipping out, they're arguing, they're combative, they're breaking things. Well, yes, but that's when it's gone way, way, way too far. And those of you that have teenagers or your loved one is just starting out with this, because males typically it hits in their early 20s, it's college age. Females it hits a little bit later. In my son's case, he was full force at 15. So people that have teenagers may just be thinking, oh well, he's on drugs, this is just a teenage thing, it's hormonal. If you've got past that and you've got a young adult that's in college and he's doing these kind of things, you're going to be thinking, he's changed. What's wrong with him? He's kind of an asshole. Like he didn't used to be like this. But this is when the symptoms are starting to onset. And then again with females, she might be perfectly great through college, and then after college, you've got an issue and you don't know why that person completely changed. You might think they did some bad drugs or something. But no, it's because they need to go see a psychiatrist and get diagnosed. And I've got other videos out here that will basically chronicle the fact that you might get a lot of misdiagnosis. People that are not living with your loved ones are not truly going to understand what is actually going on. So some of the signs of my son's medication starting to not work or being incorrect are he'll be real snappy. He'll be real agitated. He'll be real energetic or talking really fast. One of the big signs when he was a teenager was he would rap. That is also called clanging. But a lot of kids try to rap these days. Was it completely out of the norm that he was rapping 24/7? No, he was actually good at it. And when he did get hospitalized, he would ask me to bring him a dictionary and a thesaurus. So he was practicing his lyrics and his words and his freestyle, and he was very, very good. But this is also a symptom of schizoaffective disorder and schizophrenia. Other signs of the medication not being right are inability to eat, or they may not completely stop eating, but you notice they're eating less and less and less, and they're getting skinnier. The other thing they may do is eat less and less and less, but be more and more and more active. And that includes really not putting a lot of fluids in. So now they're really not taking care of themselves. Other signs are him not wanting to go anywhere. So this is more the depressive state, to where he is afraid. He gets on his computer and he gets off real quick because he's seeing things change, scary things, or he might be getting voices talking to him. A lot of people watch YouTube. It's like a TV these days. He thinks the computer's talking to him, or he's scared. So he just may lay down and be really quiet. In Corey's situation, he'll just be really still, and now he'll tell me, I'm scared, I'm scared. But he may attempt to get up and try and do things. And if he does, what we've started to do these days is give him a cuddly toy. So the cuddly toy, he might squeeze, or he might just sit it there so he feels safe, or he might hug it. If he's in a really bad way, got this one because he can lay on it. And you think, oh wow, you're giving a grown man a cuddly toy. No, this really, really helps with anxiety, and they'll rock with it. As a matter of fact, this is how I got him to the hospital last time. He knew he was having disorganized thoughts. It had been going on for about 2 days. The computer was really starting to scare him. So he would lay in his bed and he kept saying, I'm scared, I'm scared. So we tried to get more food down him, in the form of things like Slim Fast Equate, that type of thing. Fluids with calories. He still wasn't really eating. And he said, I really need to go to the hospital. I gave the hospital a call. I know that the psych wards won't take them right away. You do have to go to the main hospital. And they asked me, well, do you need help getting him here? Do you need an ambulance? I said, actually, no, not at this point. We've got this. So we took the cuddly toy. We got in the car. We made sure he was in the right clothing. You can't have things like this on your clothing, right? You can't have any strings. You can't have shoes with strings in them either. So slippers, no pants with strings. I knew they were going to admit him, so just driving in the car, real calm, no music, because sometimes the music can be real aggravating. It doesn't help. So, just a nice soothing ride, maintain your calmness, and he held this the whole way. Now, did he want to take this into the hospital with him? No, because he felt embarrassed. But I really felt like, honestly, if I had carried it in, it would have been actually helpful to him. Now, let's do a completely different kind of getting him to the hospital. Now, we've had some really serious ones where the police have showed up with, tying him down, that kind of thing. I'll get into that another time. The time before this last hospitalization, again, he was having the same type symptoms. So he said, I think I really need to go to the hospital. And I didn't even think about getting him in the car to go this time. I said, well, let's call 911. And I had him make the call so he could explain his symptoms to the operator. And she said, okay, basically he was either going to hurt himself or hurt others. So again, that's an automatic. They got to come. They got to 1013 him. 1013 or a Baker Act means they take control of you. If they think you're homicidal or suicidal, you can't just leave now. You're going to be admitted, and they let you go when they want to let you go, when they feel that you're stable again. So I go upstairs with him. I walk out to the ambulance. The EMS shows up. They get him on the stretcher. The guy is real nice, real calm. He's talking to me, and he's talking to Corey, and I explain, look, he's a psych patient. He's had probably 300 hospitalizations, tons. And the medication that he's on and his symptoms. Well, Corey's now being loaded into the ambulance. I'm talking to the EMS worker. Cop shows up. Guns blazing, a bunch of them. And I'm thinking, what the F? But at the same time, I think this is pretty darn scary. They're all ready to go. They're all gung-ho. And I said, officers, we got this. He's a psych patient. Oh, but I thought, and I don't know what the 911 operator told you, but my child is not going to get shot, particularly getting into the back of an ambulance. I did not say that, but just calmly said, we have this handled. And the EMS guy backed me up and said, yeah, we've got this handled. He's a psych patient. We're good to go. The cops looked all disappointed. They couldn't hold somebody at gunpoint or arrest him or jump on him or maybe even shoot him. So understand, they need help. They need help getting to the hospital. It is dangerous for them. If you've got cops showing up with the incorrect training or maybe have not been told the right thing by the 911 operator, your loved one may well get shot and killed trying to get help. So this is a very serious situation. Be there for them. As hard as it is, trust me. I've been through all kinds of losing my job, not able to sleep at night. I've had to take anxiety medicine. I've had to take sleep medicine. But I am here for him because I want to make sure he has a happy life. I brought him into this world. So be there for your loved ones. Have a great day.